Thank you for stopping. Will you be using your loyalty number today?
I will not.
Go ahead.
Hi, could I get a number 5, please, with a Sprite?
Anything else?
That'll be it.
Be 889.
Thank you.
Thank you for stopping at my McDonald's. Thank you for stopping at my McDonald's. Will you be using your loyalty number today?
All right, buddy. We're about to hit the road. We're going to drop south to Van Wert to get started today. I'll explain in just a minute. Hi there. There you go. Thank you. What's up, Alan? We're gonna see what we can see in Van Wert today. And stay for a minute. Cool. There. That's not good either. Trying to figure out where to mount this new GoPro. Yeah. Oh shoot. Figure it out later. We're about to hit the road, everybody. We're gonna head to Van Wert. Severe thunderstorm watch just to the south of that. I think those storms will make their way up here, but really the instability here in western Michigan's not too solid. So I'm heading down to Ohio to arrive. The plan is to stick with these storms all the way back up into Michigan. Possibly see some structure on this. Could be a shelf cloud. It is starting to weaken across portion. One strengthening portion of it near the Warsaw area, just to the west of Warsaw. But we're gonna get on these storms, see if they decide to do anything. Then on the back side, we might have some new storms firing in a second wave later this evening. We'll be back in time. So a couple waves of activity coming this direction. So we're on the chase. Currently, severe thunderstorm warning Cedarville. That includes Wilmington, Centerville, Moraine, just south of Heber Heights also. Chasecation. I don't care how low the
Hello.
Hi.
Here's this for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You too. Gotta have my McDonald's. I'm kind of tired, but no rest for the wicked. Caleb, what's your head? All right, we're gonna drop south on ice. We have about, I'd say, a little over an hour. They're probably gonna wait there for the storms to arrive. Follow them back north. All right, as the current plan, they currently are oriented in a way where I think we can keep up with them.
That Peru cell looks sus.
Which cell are you talking about? Sus. Alrighty, we're heading south. We're gonna intercept these storms here. Which storm are you talking about? Again, these storms are currently approaching Wilmington, going to be entering the Xenia area, Cedarville. I'm definitely not going to make it on that set of storms in time, but I will say those storms, they got good instability out there on the southwestern side of Ohio there. You can also notice that the cloud, it's a little bit cloudy. You got some high level clouds in the atmosphere. Not really able to get as much energy in the atmosphere ahead of this thing too as a result of that. But you also have some flip from the south at this moment, which could help to instigate some of the power in these storms. Which again, I'm not expecting them to get really strong, but still could see a pretty impressive shelf cloud on this thing. You could also see some good lightning. Empty wind gusts of 6 or exceeding 60 miles per hour will be possible in the severe thunderstorm watch area, which includes areas of Van Wert, which is again our heading right now. These storms are going to be slow movers, which means we'll be able to keep up with them pretty easily. This whole MCS is pretty slow moving. bit of a ways to go. We'll follow these storms all the way back to Michigan. That's the plan. I don't really see myself going much farther south than Wapakoneta or Salina. Quite frankly, kind of surprised me even going right now anyway. You never know. But you can chase. Chase what you can chase while the chasing's good. Again, that severe warning's in effect for Wilmington. That's just south of Cedarville, south of Dayton, for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And that portion of this line right now has a lot of instability to be able to feed auto. Part of the reason why it's strengthening the way it is. Up in this area, northern Indiana, southern Michigan, you only have maybe 500 joules of cape. Going through right now, you got about 3,000. Or 2,500. Just something about being on the road. Again, this threat looked to be like an outbreak setup in Hey Jess. Yeah, glad you're here. Yeah, this looked to be a Great Lakes setup early on, a couple days ago. It looked like a pretty big outbreak scenario, but with this MCS going through the way it is, it's really kind of hampered the threat. At the same time, Kentucky, Tennessee area, southern Indiana, I think you guys are going to get hammered with some pretty good storms later on tonight. Probably be an overnight event, not really going to be able to chase something like that, but chase what we can chase today. I planned on chasing this afternoon, so here we are. Again, severe thunderstorm warnings lining pretty much the southwestern Ohio border at this moment. think Van Wert's the right place to start. I was getting great gas mileage. Now I'm not. Womp womp. Thinking some of that instability might flow into portions of excuse me, might flow into portions of East Indiana later on too, energizing some of those cells. Donna Baker, thanks for subscribing. Wow, Jazz, thank you for the $50. That's my whole gas tank right there. Much appreciated. That's awesome. Y'all are the best, let's be honest. Burning down to Van Wert. You know, Van Wert's like the go-to. I'm gonna be honest. If there's a storm, it's gonna be Van Wert. It's gonna be Van Wert. My phone's overheating, so we're gonna do that for a minute. One thing about this, like, get streaming camera or something like that. An upgrade to increase my. These storms getting to Fort Wayne, I might get there just in time. So now I'm wondering if I'm even gonna make it to Van Wert. Yeah, Jazz, $50. I mean, that's awesome. Much appreciated. Yeehaw! Just got past the Coldwater River. We're getting there. I love this little Subaru. If you drive a Subaru in reverse, then what are you? You are a bus. You are a bus. Yeah, that storm near between Marion and Muncie, it's kind of hauling, and it's coming my way. Perfect position to see that one. Once we get close to the storm, we'll go back to full screen. And severe thunderstorm warning continues for areas in southern Ohio east of Cincinnati right now. Got a pretty good line of storms right there. We're going to intercept the Gas City, Muncie, Marion storms. I always end up seeing the best storms in that area. For goodness sake. The atmosphere I'm planning to hit these storms because there is a chance that we could have some storms fire across portions of extreme southwestern Michigan, and if we do, which is possible, that those storms could be capable of all severe hazards as well. And luckily, all these areas that I'm going through, I know like the back of my hand, which is nice. Welcome to Indiana, by the way. Again, we got about, I'd say roughly an hour until we're at Van Wert, and then we can wait for these storms to arrive and follow them all the way back. That's the goal for today. Just follow these storms home. Thankfully, those areas that the severe thunderstorm warning is going through are more rural than anything. I've been down in that area. That's southern Ohio. Kind of wind they got today because of this. We do have some good wind on the storms near Marion. Doesn't look like they're at severe levels, but again, they might issue a warning on them. Yeah, I don't think too much is going to happen up in the Michigan area, but until this thing passes through at least, there might be some atmospheric recovery on the backside. Latest models do depict a few supercells firing over the lake, but they probably will die out kind of quickly. So it's going to be a brief supercell hunt on the way after we get back. Thank you for subscribing, Beautifully Broken. Again, feel free to chime in with questions about the storms coming in, or anything, honestly. I'm just riding away. We're gonna get to these storms in time. We're gonna be in a great position on these storms all the way back. This is a great area to chase. Beep, 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 beep. Again, this QLCS has been continuing to progress since it was in central Illinois during the morning. Now it's out getting into eastern Indiana, Ohio, those regions. Do I think a watch will be issued? For the Michigan area, I don't think so. They already issued a watch for Southwest Ohio, which again makes way more sense because the instability is much higher up there. Our instability in Michigan's not too great, and northeastern Indiana. That's why I'm moving down closer to central Indiana, central western Ohio, because the instability does improve as you get down south. Again, these storms could draw off that energy, become severe. Right now, there's not any severe warnings in Indiana. There are several in Ohio. The watch for Ohio continues until about 8 p.m. Now, on other storms that might fire later this evening across Indiana and Illinois, I would not be surprised if there was a watch issued for those. But again, that's probably going to stay more south of Indianapolis, if anything. Again, hope you can still see radar there. I'm looking at radar myself right now. I am interested in those storms between Fort Wayne and Muncie. I'm interested in those. I'm probably going to get on those. Latest mezzo should be out. Okay, you got a plume of instability now surging into eastern Indiana ahead of this line, which means these storms between Fort Wayne and Muncie I'm kind of more appealed by, because yeah, you got almost 2,000 joules of CAPE in eastern Indiana right now ahead of these storms moving towards the Van Wert region. We're in the right place. Ready to test out my GoPro today. Tomorrow, Michigan Storm Chasers will be in Jenison, Michigan for the Memorial Day Parade. Come see us there if you live nearby. RPMs up on my Subaru today. It needs a long drive every once in a while. I haven't been on one in a little bit. It's good for Subarus. Again, the shear you got out in the atmosphere. Pretty weak ahead. Way into southwest Maine with that instability, I wouldn't be surprised to see a few pop up little supercells maybe down there. We'll be back for those in time. We're traveling all over the Great Lakes today. Just like that guy, zoom, zoom. Goodness. Breaking the law! You got supercell composite values of above 2 ahead of these, which is not great. But at the same time, it's not 0, so. Instability is going to be the big thing. Again, one thing's for sure. Yeah, that Gaylord tornado that you guys had in 2022, I was watching that as it went through. Holy smokes. I mean, I wasn't up there chasing it, but some of the footage I saw of that. Not common up there. I was up there chasing just about a month and a half ago. It's honestly not bad to chase if you can find a nice lake to look at things from. The woods are rough, but if you find a good area, you should be fine. Getting near the Fort Wayne area. There was a bolt of lightning pretty far out ahead of the line, it looks like. Oh wow, yeah. That's interesting. These storms do have energy to them. There will be a lot of lightning here. Still feeding off an unstable environment here. Just not a very well sheared environment. Again, I don't have much chasing left in me for June. June, I'm going to be really busy, so I'll only be able to chase on weekends in June. July and August, though, other than my college classes, I'll have a good chunk of stuff to do. I'll have a good chunk of time for chasing. Oh wow, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that they were killed in that tornado. That's too bad. That's the dark side of these kinds of storms. I mean, after seeing the Colin tornado, it's something you don't really want to see out in you want to see it in an area with no homes. That's where you want to see it. I think Gaylord's going to stay out of the threat zone today, though. You're in good shape. Well, I wonder if they started the Indy 500 yet, now that the rain's moved out. Kalamazoo is in a marginal risk today. These storms that are moving through initially, I don't think are going to do too much up there. Behind it, there could be a shot at some developing storms. I think those will likely stay further southwest, but there is potential that you could have a brief supercell in that area. Random boat. Right now I'm getting close to Fort Wayne. Just says these storms are also getting close to Fort Wayne, so. Oof, well, that's a bummer. Channel 3 is nice to have up there. Yeah, I think you should be okay in Kalamazoo today. You'll have some thunder and lightning, maybe a gust of wind, but nothing significant up there. The reason why we're heading south is because the instability is better down here, and I think the storms could pack more of a punch down here than what's up there. The back side of this, though, I wouldn't be surprised to see a better setup for storms. But again, it looks like it'll stay south. Out to the other chasers right now. Just trying to hook in. Out the other chasers. My connection's meh. Meh. There we go. Latest Mezzo shows that there's about 1,500 to 2,000 joules of CAPE in eastern Indiana ahead of the line. getting close to Fort Wayne. Yeah, instability looks to quickly recover behind this. So I am curious to see if we will see any cells that fire across set portions of southwest Michigan later this evening. Interesting to figure out. These things are moving slow. That's all I can say. Severe thunderstorm warning now issued for Greene County. That includes Cedarville, Xenia, south of Springfield. Take a look at that storm real quick on radar. It looks like you might dodge the main brunt of this. Western Greene County might. Again, can't be for sure about that. You do have some cells firing right behind that rain shield. Interesting. Very interesting. Start to see some of the cumulus clouds associated with this. Wow, this guy is going slow. We're still going. All right, we're on approach to Fort Wayne. These storms are starting to show up in front of me. I am wondering if I should even I don't think I'm going to go all the way to Van Wert. I may ride the highway in between Van Wert and Fort Wayne and then just take 69 back up following these storms.
Yeah, sounds good, Ben. I can see you're still pretty far up there, so that's probably the best idea for you.
All right, time to turn on the time-lapse camera. 1 second lapse speed. Let's see what it'll do. We're on approach. You got lightning out ahead of this thing. Clearly see it. On radar anyway. I haven't seen it yet. Officially, but I will. Okay, if you could give me a general area where Hillsboro, Illinois is, I could give you better info on that. Again, Facebook and Rumble comments aren't working right now, but YouTube is working. So if you want to chime in, yeah, give me a general area for a city. Right? Instead of a city, give me a region, and I can do better at forecasting for that region. Montgomery County, Illinois. Let's take a look. All right, let's take a look. Hang on. Map's generating. Okay, so you're south of Springfield. Yeah, so that area, southern Illinois, I would be watching for some strong to severe storms. They're likely going to fire later this afternoon, but those could be capable of all severe hazards. I would be watching the weather. It might go a little further south than you, but at the same time, there is the potential with the environment you have out there for some good storms. Look at that American flag flying free. Eagle starts crowing. America! See, it's starting to get a little darker here. We're approaching our exit. Well, my phone is starting to overheat again. A minute after my phone cools, because we're starting to get near these storms. Here they come. has an Apple and a Roku bumper sticker. I've never seen those before in my life. No judgment, but I've never seen an Apple and a Roku sticker before in my life on a car. Close to the Fort Wayne area. Probably stay near the Fort Wayne Metro. Get gas too. And I need to clean my windshield. My goodness gracious. Yeah, that severe thunderstorm warning is south and east of Cedarville and Xenia. So I don't think you're going to see too much in terms of strong winds. If you're in Cedarville or Xenia, that doesn't look too good on radar. Woo! Ah! Allergies! Alright, let's go full screen. Shall we? I'm noticing that my phone's getting kind of wobbly. I wonder if I can fix that. Maybe this is too tight. Oh yeah, that's it. It's too tight. Okay. Alright, we're approaching Fort Wayne. These storms are about to hit Fort Wayne also, so I can see the front edge of them. Check out that front edge. That's pretty sweet looking. Got a smooth front edge of these storms here. It's very smooth. Close to my exit. We're gonna take the bypass, find the open field areas to the east of this. Now, if this MCS was moving through a lot faster, it would be more of a robust severe event across Indiana and southern Michigan, but it's moving kind of slow and it's just sucking the instability out of the air as it progresses. And then we don't really have... It takes a lot longer for the atmosphere to recover. So that's kind of a big boo-boo with this setup. Alright, these storms are on their approach. We're gonna get on 469 East. And then we're gonna find an open field out on US 30. And we'll wait. Alright, this is our exit right here. You can see the front ends of the storms here. I'm wondering if the structure's any good on them. Right now it's kind of womp-womp. But still, they got a lot of lightning on them. We are still kind of far away from the main leading edge. I'm not going to discredit it just yet. Yeah, those storms that were supposed to go big in West Ohio kind of went kaput. Don't see anything yet on these storms. Probably the rain's going to start prior to their arrival. This should be illegal. Reason why we call it a passing lane. There we go. Yeah, boy. Get your RPMs up. Get your RPMs up. Yep, none of these storms are currently severe unless you're southeast of Greene County. The line that we're on, though, is has a good linear organization to it. Again, but it's just not severe levels. Curious to see if Northwest Indiana will do anything interesting today. We might make a little run back there. Because why not? Once we see these storms and kind of follow these storms back. Alright, there's an open field, and there's also I need to stop for gas in just a minute. Then we're just going to kind of wait for these storms to make their way. Still got lightning on these. Howdy, Charlie from Bay City. Oh, check out these clouds right above. That's neat. Where am I headed to today? I'm actually gonna pull off on US 30 and kind of gonna sit and watch these storms as they make their way across it. I'm gonna head back north and follow them all the way back up into Michigan. Then, based on what the latest models tell me, I'm probably gonna head west towards the lake shore, where there could be the development of some supercells. Possible. It's not a guarantee today. Thanks to all who are joining in. We're going to stay on these storms for a little while today. Make sure to like the video. I would definitely, if you live in the southwest Michigan, northwest Indiana region, there could be some redevelopment of some storms for you out there, so just keep that in mind. Check out these clouds. Low levels. Out ahead of this line becoming thin. Oh yeah. Wondering if we'll catch a shelf today or not. Yep, the storms are close. They're about to cross over the southern side of the bypass. Right now I'm on the eastern side. Again, I'm pretty close to where I want to exit at. Kind of wait for them to arrive. There's a great viewing point in the area I'm going to. And I can just watch them. Still got some good lightning out on these. Again, weather's quite active across West Virginia, portions of East Virginia, if that makes sense, and then Southern Ohio and Northern Tennessee. Right now, nothing really else going on. Expectation is that there will be redevelopment. Yep, there's a pipe. That's where I'm heading to. Get some gas, and then we'll get in a position to just watch these storms roll in. I was thinking about heading out to the wind farm that's just on the western Ohio border, but I figure we're all right where we're at. Covered 90 miles already. Wow. Yep, storms are just now moving through Michigan too. They're slow movers. That's one thing for sure. Part of the reason why this was supposed to bring severe weather across much of Indiana and Michigan isn't really going to follow through. Alrighty, pilot. Let's get some gas. Zoom. Ugh. Gas break. Yeah, this is right outside of Fort Wayne. This is where we're going to stick around. Yep. All right, everybody, I'm going to be right back. I need to get gas. Guess check my oil real quick too. Whew. That took a little while. Mason, Wilmington, Lebanon, Ohio. You guys just had the storms pass over you. I think you're good for now. You might have some more storms overnight, but I wonder if they'll even make it to you guys. Is kind of the question at this point. Next stop, find an open spot and just wait, because these storms are almost right on top of us. Here we go. Ooh, bump. What if I just, camped out right over here? Selena be a little too far to the north to get hit by the next wave. Gravel road. Thanks to all our subscribing and tuning in. We are just about to be impacted by these storms in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Right now, they're currently not severe, and the structure on them doesn't look to be all too impressive. But I just saw some lightning flash. Let's just sit out at the kind of sketchy. They just issued a new severe thunderstorm warning for Greene County. Man's asking, what are you doing out here? Looking at some storms. But here's the highway. We'll just camp out right here. It's a great spot. I'm just staged right off the bypass 469, right next to US 30. Howdy, howdy. As you can tell, there's not too much greater structure on this. I am gonna step outside. I'll plug in the mic so y'all can hear. I'm gonna step outside because I'm gonna be in a car for a while. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Yeah, we got lightning on this portion here. Lightning does seem to be gradually weakening in some spots, though. Ooh, big bolt. 2 big bolts. Let's go. I think I picked the right place. Cloud to ground, lightning. There's the thunder. It's amazing the places you'll go for water vapor. I don't see a shelf or anything. Not all that impressive in terms of that kind of structure, but the lightning was good right there. Probably see some more. Again, this is the bypass 469. Feeling a raindrop. Just gotta make sure those power lines don't start whistling, because if they do, I'm driving away. I do think this line is dying. Doesn't look really good. Rain's starting to pick up. It definitely was not just tasting the rainwater. What do we got? Now this thing is on its approach. I'm gonna take a look at SPC. What's the latest info? Oh, big flash to my right. I think I need some new wiper blades. That slight risk is... I wonder if they're going to update that slight risk or not. 4 p.m. is the next update. Still got some good instability out ahead of this thing. Rain stopped. Kind of. I don't know. These storms don't look too all impressive. Hello from Cincinnati. Do you have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Pequot, Troy? Off a cell right there. That thing's got a little bit of beef to it. And that's moving north. Not much lightning up here. Storm moving into Dayton. Got some good stuff on it. These storms here, though, just don't seem to want to do much other than produce lightning, which lightning's cool. I am curious to see what comes the backside of this system later. In a minute, I'm going to head back north. I do want to check the latest models, though. Whoa! Holy smokes! Big flash. That was a big one. All right, we're going to check out pivotal weather real quick. Because I want to see what this looks like. What does this evening look like while we wait for this storm to come in? Oh, yup. There's a 15% area in terms of significant tornado ingredients across northern Indiana and southern Michigan at 8 p.m. We'll be back on that in time. Here, I'll show you. So this is a map that shows significant tornado ingredients and this is for Sunday 8 p.m. This is from the latest SREF model. It does put a little 15% mark right across northern Indiana, southern Michigan. Again, there is the possibility that some storms redevelop behind this with a resurgence of instability. So if that does produce if we see some cell development in that area, you could get some interesting stuff at 8 p.m., which we will be back in time to intercept. So, again, we are right around this area, and the current time is at roughly 3 p.m. You can see SIG-TOR ingredients. Again, keep in mind, though, the SIG-TOR ingredients you see is 75% in Kentucky. While that might be the case, this MCS has kind of hampered a little bit on the development out here. It's likely to start back here and push its way in this direction. So that might be a factor in the severe weather potential we have here. But I am appealed by this 8 p.m. percent across southern Michigan, northeastern Indiana. That's why I'm going to file this back, because I've been appealed by that for a bit. Again, this is a slow mover. It's almost on top of us, though. This thing will be producing lightning the whole way back. Fort Wayne rotation, huh? Let me pull that up. So here's what velocity. Oh! That was right beside me. That lightning. So this right here is where your winds are. So they're still in the southern portion. I don't see any evidence of rotation. This is Fort Wayne right here. I don't see evidence of good rotation on this. I just see evidence of a gust front within these, embedded in these storms. Yeah, I don't have too much interest right now with these storms moving in. I think I'm almost to the point where I'm ready to head north, back where I came from. Yeah, for a brief second, maybe. If there's any rotation on this, it is very broad. Yeah, see, that was the bolt that flashed right next to me right there. Yep, we're pretty close to the gust front at this moment. It's about to run into us. We're probably going to ride it once it gets here. Thinking I'm going to get off this gravel road. I'm going to take off this microphone. All right. Now I can hear the ambience. Yep, it's hitting 469, the bypass right now. We're going to get back onto the main road so that we can quickly get on 469 and follow this thing north once we run into the front of this. Oh, thanks, weather app, for telling me that there was literally lightning striking right beside me. I'm kind of appealed by extreme northern Indiana, extreme southern Michigan later this evening. If we get a cell that goes in that environment, that would be interesting. Oh, I'm right beside New Haven right now. I drive through here all the time. All right, let's get out on this. Of rain coming in right out there. Ready to roll. You know, it is kind of interesting. There is a broad area of rotation northwest of Fort Wayne right now. I am east, just beside right beside the bypass. That's where I am. I'm kind of appealed by this little area of rotation. I don't think it's going to do anything, but something's trying to happen right there. All right, we're about to get hit by the gust front. Ooh, now that looks kind of neat. Just a few raindrops, no hail right now. Okay, I'm starting to see a shelf left. Starting to see a little shelf creeping out there. Once we turn. Once this light actually, you know, would change over to something. Come on. Help me out. It is kind of a lowering at the base. What? Look at that little lower base right there. Interesting. Okay, that ran that red light, dude. Not cool. There's a little bit of a shelf forming here. You can see it. Just barely. Got a shelf right there. Let's follow it. There it is, a shelf cloud. That too. Oh yeah. Oh. Woohoo! We're riding. Shelf cloud. There it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's any lowering to be concerned about, but it is a shelf. You can see right there, it is kind of getting lower to the ground at that spot. So that is interesting. Got a nice shelf cloud here in Fort Wayne. Just northwest of Fort Wayne, it looks like it's trying to rotate a little bit too. Look at that, that's a pretty one. Wow. Yeah, you'll be fine. I don't think this thing's gonna do anything crazy. It is a weakening batch of storms. You'll be fine. If it happens to go severe warned or anything, we're right where we need to be to see it. Now that area that looked like it was trying to is sort of kind of went kaput a little bit. Latest velocity kind of cancels out what I just said. Yeah, that rotation really went on radar. Ooh, look at that thing. Looky there, looky there. Get a picture of that. Pretty little storm. Just like this one is. You got shelf in here. Sure do. Go Jeep, go. Woo. We're right next to this thing. This is over Fort Wayne right now. Look at this thing. Holy smokes, man. It's a pretty shelf cloud. Again, this thing's not severe or anything like that. It's just a fancy looking cloud that demonstrates that there is a little bit of wind with this. Got some inflow going, you got some rising air going in front of it, and then some outflow air underneath, which is creating that feature that you see in the clouds right there. All right, we're starting to wrap a little bit around this. Woo! Sure does. Thing looks wild. Driving right beside it. It was worth it. It was worth the drive. That's all I can say. All right, we're about to drive into it right here. Oh my word. That was beautiful. Woo! Dang. Look at this thing. Oh my word. There it is, guys. Nice shelf cloud. We're about to make a run with the precip right up here. Brace for impact. We're gonna get on 69 from here too. Got some wind. Wind's getting kicked up out ahead of this gust front. Woo! Here comes the precip. Lights on. Might catch some good lightning up here. What kind of precip we looking at up here? All right, we got to get back out ahead of this shelf cloud. Heavy precip's about to impact us a little bit. Our exit's in 1 mile, and we'll be back north. Here comes the precip. Traffic is slowing down. Yeah, it might be some small hail in here. We'll see. Nothing yet. In a bit of a slow spot right here. Oh! Alright, our exit's right here. Northbound to Lansing. We're going 40 and a 65. Free car wash. All right, we're following this storm north. Get your lights on, bud. Alright, we're heading north. Oh, dang. Wow, bud. Okay, precip's starting to increase in intensity. Sure enough. People need to get their lights on. Oh my goodness. Why are there people pulling over? Probably just need a quick criticizing. Just drive. Yep, got some good precip here. Come on. I know this gust front is getting a little bit farther ahead of us. Traffic is kind of slow here. Lots more lightning starting to form on this thing to my left, my west. I'm kind of curious about that. Woo! too. It's stormy here. It's windy and stormy. And we're trying to follow this gust front north, the MCS, and then we might try to get west to see if anything happens on the backside of these in northwest Indiana. Got some wind here, pretty windy. Man, my gas miles is going up. I'm beginning to see the front edge of these storms. We're catching up. Front edge is becoming visible. I cannot tell you how well Subarus can handle this kind of stuff. We're getting out ahead of it. See the shelf. Oh, you got some good wind here. There's your shelf. Again, lots of lightning has surged on this thing. You have some strong winds in Sturgis area. Yeah, Sturgis, Nottawa, Mendon, Colin, you got some strong winds heading your way. Nothing tornadic, but it does look like that the storms down up there are energizing a little bit. We're cooking. Next stop, I think, is Lake Michigan Beach. Really? Whoa, big gusts of wind here. Wow. Looks like some heavy rainfall up ahead. Oh yeah, this is overtaking us. What was that in the road? Somebody dropped something off their trailer. Yeah, these storms are starting to overtake 69. We may eventually get north, but it's going to be a while. Northward, it's going to be a bit. Let it cook. Yeah, you got a strong gusty storm in St. Joseph County, Michigan right now. If I can catch up to that thing, I might move in and intercept it. I think it's moving faster than I am though. And I'm about an hour away from there. Yeah, it's not gonna be easy to do that. Bro, this is the passing lane. Brighter. Alright, we're online right now. You can kind of see it right here. It's still raining, but it's light. We did manage to make it out ahead of the main brunt. Probably all the way back towards Michigan. Seems like a nice burst of wind going through St. Joseph County, indicated by radar. Right down the road I've seen so far. Yep, we're out ahead of the main brunt. Yeah, St. Joseph County, you got a nice gusty storm coming in. It's not severe warned, but it is gusty. That is not a NATO. That's just a shelf cloud. Again, I don't think these are going to produce anything like that. Anything that develops in the backside of these will interest me, though. Yep, you can now see kind of the full shelf there. Caleb got a shot of a nice base there. Yeah, there's your shelf, deep clear. We'll follow this thing all the way. Rain's letting up. The winds on this seem to be strengthening a little bit. Wee-hee-hee. We're still cooking. We're getting pretty far out ahead of this thing. I might pull off in Ashley so we can watch it. Either that or pull off an angle like. Yeah, you can't really see the shelf at this point. CG. We got lightning starting to form out ahead of this too. Kind of a sloppy mess. I will say though, it does look a lot different than it did earlier. On the models. The models this morning depict this line would kind of run parallel with I-94, and right now it is vertical and moving east. So that gives me some interest in regards to some storms that fire over the lake later this evening. Gotta charge my phone. Yeah, this thing's starting to get sloppy and feel kaput. See the clouds above. Yeah, I want to check the meso, see if it's re-energizing. I'd say so. Still got 500 joules of cape with 1,500 building behind it. Oh yeah, thanks for subscribing. Busy traffic on southbound. How's our shear doing? Building yet. Behind this. That's starting to build up a little more. Yeah, we still got 4 hours of daylight. So 4 hours of destabilization on the backside of this in the western fringe of Michigan. So I think that's my next play. I feel the exact same way, Gustavo. I'm either working on working on something while I'm watching the storms, or just watching the storms. Or chasing them, like I do now. But this is like almost my third year. Full third year of chasing. Ooh, big bull to my left. The play might be to hit the toll road. So I just pulled up radar, but I'm planning on heading to Southwest Michigan. There could be some redevelopment of some storms out there later this evening. So that's my next play. I'm gonna give it a go. See what happens. Thanks to all who are subscribing and joining. Appreciate your support. Make sure to like the video. Again, I chase Michigan, Indiana, Ohio. Sometimes I chase Illinois. The first tornado of the year, I was able to intercept. Thanks, Tammy. Montgomery, Michigan. We just got wee. go to the lakeshore. That's our next target. Just in case those supercells do decide to fire this evening. Could just go to New Buffalo. My car loves me right now. RPMs are staying above 3. Oh yeah, I think there will be some ample time for atmospheric recovery. views. There is instability out in that portion of the atmosphere right now. Yeah, it's about 1,000, 1,500 joules a K in that area. Got a little bit of a headache. Repositioning exit, take 131 to 94, 94 up towards Lake Michigan Beach. Start to see the breaks in the clouds. We're almost out of the rain. All right, what the latest miles tell me is that nothing's gonna happen until after dark. So I don't think I'm gonna go out and head over to the lake for that. But we're gonna end the stream here probably. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Definitely got a pretty nice looking storm in Fort Wayne. Nothing too active happened. There was a tornado warning, as a matter of fact, in Miami and Montgomery County. Not sure if there was actually a tornado on that or not, but that's pretty much it for this stream. I'll keep track of the weather that's ongoing across portions of southwestern Michigan later tonight, but I'm not going to go and chase it if it's going to be after dark. So thanks everybody. Heading out.